Statistics Canada says Black and Indigenous people in this country are twice as likely to report that they have little or no confidence in police. That's why Taiwo Afolabi wants to hear from BIPOC young people about their perceptions of policing here. He's the Canada Research Chair and Director of the Centre for Socially Engaged Theatre at the University of Regina. He's also an Associate Professor in the Media, Art and Performance Department at the U of R. And he's received an Insight Development Grant for his project, Policing Saskatchewan, BIPOC Youths Speak Out. How have you engaged young people?
Well, so some couple of areas. First, in terms of really engaging with existing literature. But beyond that is that really working with different organizations, particularly here in Saskatchewan.
And what do we know about those experiences?
Well, I think the first thing for us is that it's very systemic, and this is not really pointing any accusing fingers to any officer. We have great time. I've met officers that were great, and I've met those that are not. The reality is that there is racism within a system. There is discrimination, and we also realize that many of the perception of our youth are also based on what the media has fed them over the years. So many times, a BIPOC youth is going out there having this idea already that there is a system that is rigged against me. There's nothing I can do about it. And it's so there are different levels, of connection and interaction that really create this kind of perception over the years.
Yeah, well, and even just recently, we've had police shootings of Indigenous men in this province. How does that inform people's perceptions?
Absolutely, and I think that this is not accusing any particular officer.
No.
Yeah, it speaks to all the way, and this is one of the reasons why we're doing this research is that as much as we have the data set, the experiences every day still speak to the fact that they've not really changed, right? We also had recent experience in Manitoba where there was a distress call, and the next thing that we saw was an open fire on this particular really Black student. So I think that all of that means that it affects the perception. There's nothing we can do about it. If the data set shows that and people's daily realities show that, then really there's nothing that we can do. It's true. History also shows us that it is true, and we need to think and work about it together.
What needs to change based on your experience and your research?
Well, I think right now, based on the work we have done, I think the system itself, whether it's when it comes to training, in terms of the curriculum, when it comes to how the police interaction as a system with the communities, the tactics that they use, all of those things really need to change. Very fundamental is that the police service is not designed, it's designed quote and unquote, to protect, to give that sense of safety. And as long as that is not part of what is happening, then we're going to have a lot of issues.